All right, so who hasn't fantasized about ditching that 9-to-5 grind and, raking it in online?
Yeah.
You guys have sent over a ton of articles, like a whole stack on different ways to make that happen. 15 tips in total. So today we're going to take a deep dive into like the most promising ones and maybe uncover some hidden gems, even in those strategies that seem kind of obvious, right?
Yeah. What's so fascinating is how the whole online scene, the landscape has just exploded with like all these income streams.
Right.
It's not just for the tech geniuses anymore. It feels like almost anyone with a skill, like a real passion, can probably find a way to make money from it.
Exactly. But with so many options, it's easy to get totally overwhelmed, right?
Oh, yeah.
So let's start with something that's familiar, freelancing.
Yeah.
I mean, platforms like Upwork and Fiverr are massive. But is it really that easy to, make a living on them?
It's tempting to think, oh, I've got the skill I can just jump on, but there's so much more to it.
Yeah.
You really have to treat it like a business. You know what I mean?
Really?
You're not just doing the work, you're handling the marketing, the client stuff, the money part, the whole thing. It's a lot.
So it's not just about being good at, say, writing or design. You got to be good at running a business too.
Exactly. And that's where a lot of new freelancers, they kind of stumble. They don't realize how important that side is.
That makes sense.
A smarter approach is to, figure out like 2 or 3 skills that are really in demand within your niche, your thing, and get amazing at writing proposals that people can't resist.
Oh, okay.
You got to start small, build up a solid portfolio, like proof you can do the work, and learn how to set rates that show your value, not just, the lowest bid out there.
Oh, that's good advice.
There's tons of resources to help with that whole business side too.
Yeah, that makes total sense. The articles we read also emphasized starting small and being strategic, not trying to be everything to everyone.
Right.
Okay, so let's switch gears a bit. Let's talk about online courses. It seems like everyone and their mother is creating them these days. Is it really that lucrative?
It can be, yeah.
Yeah.
The potential is huge. Think about it. What skills do you have that you could teach other people?
Oh, wow.
I mean, it could be anything from like cooking to photography to coding, you name it.
Yeah.
With platforms like Udemy and Teachable, you create the course once and it can generate income for years.
Wow, that's passive income, right?
Yeah, that's the dream.
The source material specifically mentions cooking and digital marketing as really hot topics.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Everyone's got to eat and market themselves online these days.
No, that's true.
But with so many courses already out there, how do you make yours stand out in such a crowded market? That's got to be tough.
It is, but that's where, understanding different course creation strategies comes in. You need to have high quality videos, the content has to be engaging, and you need a really strong marketing plan. Think about, incorporating things like downloadable resources, quizzes, even like a forum where students can connect with each other.
Oh, that community aspect.
Exactly. It's not just about dumping information, it's about the whole learning experience.
So it's more than just hitting record and uploading a bunch of videos. You really got to create an experience.
Okay, I've got to ask about affiliate marketing. It's one of those things where some people are raving about it and others are like, it's a saturated market, forget it. What's the real deal?
Okay, well, first of all, it's definitely not some get-rich-quick scheme,
Right.
You really have to understand different affiliate models like cost per action, cost per lead, and find ways to integrate them authentically into your content.
Okay.
Think about it this way. You're basically recommending products or services that you actually believe in, right, to your audience. If you're just spamming links, it's not going to work. Yeah, that makes sense. So, if I have a blog about, say, sustainable living, I could partner with companies that sell eco-friendly products and earn a commission when my readers buy something through my link.
Exactly. Platforms like Amazon Associates and ShareSale have a huge range of products and niches. But the key is to, choose things that genuinely align with your audience and what you stand for.
All right, now let's talk dropshipping. Selling products without having to actually, store them. That sounds almost too good to be true.
Yeah, it can be a great way to start an e-commerce business, without spending a lot of money up front.
Okay.
You don't have to buy a ton of inventory. You partner with suppliers who handle all that storage and shipping stuff.
Oh, that's interesting.
You can literally launch a drop shipping store with $100 and a Shopify account.
Wow, $100? That's less than I spend on coffee in a month. But what about the downsides? There's got to be a catch, right?
Oh yeah, there are definitely some things to watch out for. Finding reliable suppliers is crucial. You're basically trusting them to handle a big chunk of your business.
That's true.
And because you're not dealing with the shipping directly, managing customer expectations becomes even more important. And of course, you gotta find a way to stand out in a crowded market.
So it's not as simple as picking a product and just watching the money roll in. You still have to put in the work, build those relationships, and find ways to differentiate yourself.
Absolutely. And while dropshipping does require, active involvement, some folks prefer more passive income streams, like investing.
Right, investing.
But that comes with its own set of challenges.
Yeah, for sure. The articles we read specifically warned against diving headfirst into investing without doing your research.
Oh yeah, research is key.
Especially with things like cryptocurrency, which can be incredibly volatile.
Exactly. It's easy to get caught up in the hype. But investing should always be approached with, knowledge and caution. Remember, the higher the potential reward, the higher the risk. Getting guidance from a financial advisor and diversifying your investments is super important to manage that risk.
So whether you're a budding entrepreneur or you're just dipping your toes into the world of online income, it's clear that there's no magic bullet.
Yeah.
You got to do your research, weigh the pros and cons, and choose a path that, aligns with your skills, your goals, and how much risk you're comfortable with.
Absolutely.
Let's take a look at some more creative options next.
Sounds good. There are tons of interesting possibilities out there.
All right, so we've covered some of the more, businessy approaches.
All right.
But what about turning those hobbies, those creative passions, into income streams?
Yeah, absolutely.
The articles mentioned selling handmade goods on Etsy.
Yeah.
I actually have a friend who makes these amazing crochet toys, and she sells them on Etsy, and she's making a killing.
That's great.
Awesome.
That's amazing. It's so cool to see people monetizing their passions,
Right.
Etsy is a great platform for that, for handcrafted stuff, vintage items, even digital downloads.
Oh, yeah.
Like printable artwork or planner templates, things like that.
Yeah.
It's a really great way to tap into a global market and build a brand around your unique creations.
Yeah, it's almost like a digital craft fair.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you can reach customers worldwide, right?
Exactly, yeah.
What about YouTube?
Oh, yeah.
Everyone and their cat seems to have a channel these days.
It's true.
Is it even still a viable way to, make money?
Yeah, it definitely is. I mean, it's crowded, for sure, but there's still a lot of opportunity if you can, create content that people actually want to watch and find your niche.
Right.
You don't have to be the next big influencer. It's not just about ad revenue anymore either.
Oh, okay.
You can monetize through sponsorships, selling merch. You can even do fan memberships. There are different ways to do it.
I've always wondered about that, the business side of YouTube.
Yeah.
It seems like you have to be a content creator, a marketer, and a community manager all in one.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like being a mini media mogul, right?
Yeah, that's a great way to put it. You're building a brand, creating content, connecting with your audience. It's a lot.
Yeah.
And the reach is incredible.
Right.
I mean, you can connect with people all over the world who share your interests.
Yeah.
Whether it's gaming, makeup tutorials, educational stuff, whatever it is.
Yeah, speaking of educational content, what about starting a blog?
Yeah.
That feels a little old school in the age of TikTok and Instagram.
Yeah.
But I still see people, making a living from it.
Oh, for sure.
So was blogging still a viable option in 2024?
I think so, yeah. I mean, blogging has definitely evolved.
Okay.
But it's far from dead. It's all about finding your voice, building that community, and providing really valuable content.
Right.
Monetization can come through ads, sponsored posts, affiliate marketing, even selling your own products or services.
Oh, okay.
It's more of a long game, It takes time.
Okay.
But it's incredibly rewarding if you're passionate about writing and, sharing what you know.
So patience is key with blogging. It takes time to build that audience and establish yourself as an authority in your niche.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, this next one from the source material really caught my eye. Teaching English online. Is there really that much demand for online English teachers?
Oh, yeah. There's a huge demand, especially in countries like China and South Korea, where, English fluency is so valuable.
Oh, okay.
Platforms like VIP Kid and Cambly connect English speakers with students all over the world. It's a great way to like make a difference and earn an income at the same time.
So you don't need to be a certified teacher or have a degree in education?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
Most platforms have their own requirements and training, but generally you need to be a native English speaker, have a passion for teaching, and of course, a reliable internet connection.
That's really cool. Okay, this one's for all the shutterbugs out there.
Yeah.
The articles mentioned selling stock photos. Can I really sell photos I take with my phone online?
Oh, totally.
Really?
Yeah.
Websites like Shutterstock and Adobe Stock are always looking for high quality images and videos. You don't have to be a pro photographer to contribute.
Okay.
Think about what people might need for websites, marketing materials, social media, things like that.
Oh, okay.
Lifestyle shots, nature scenes, business concepts, even food photography.
So if I snap a picture of my avocado toast, I could be sitting on a gold mine.
You might be.
Just kidding.
It's possible.
But seriously, it's amazing how many everyday moments can be turned into marketable content.
It's true. It's all about capturing those moments in a way that's, visually appealing.
Yeah. If you have a good eye and a knack for photography, it's definitely worth looking into. Now, if you're looking for something that requires less artistic skill, but still want to earn some extra cash, you could try participating in online surveys.
Okay.
Have you seen ads for those, like Swag Bucks and Survey Junkie?
I have, yeah. Is it really worth the effort, though? It seems like you'd have to spend hours clicking through surveys to make any real money.
Yeah, you're not going to replace your day job with surveys.
Right.
But it can be a way to make a few extra bucks in your downtime. It's easy, doesn't require any special skills, and it can be kind of fun to voice your opinions and maybe even influence product development.
Yeah, okay, so it's more about pocket change than a significant income source.
Yeah.
That makes sense. What about offering social media management services?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Every business needs that these days, right?
They do.
But not everyone can afford a full-time social media manager.
Yeah, you're right. And that's where, skilled social media managers can really step in. You need really strong communication skills, a deep understanding of all those different platforms, and you have to be able to create content that, really resonates with the target audience.
Yeah, it sounds like a blend of marketing, creative writing, and data analysis all in one.
Yeah, it is. You got to be creative, but you also got to understand the numbers, track your results. It's pretty dynamic.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to something that really intrigues me. Selling digital products. Yeah. What exactly falls under that umbrella?
So think ebooks, online courses, templates, design assets, software.
Okay.
Anything that can be created and delivered digitally.
Okay.
You create it once, and you could sell it over and over again without having to make more of it.
Right.
No extra production costs.
So scalability is the biggest advantage there.
Exactly.
Once you've created the product, the potential for income is theoretically unlimited.
It is. Yeah.
That's pretty powerful.
It is. And platforms like Gumroad and Shopify make it super easy to set up your own online store and start selling. It's a great option for entrepreneurs who are passionate about, sharing their knowledge or their expertise.
Okay, so we talked about dropshipping earlier.
Yeah.
But the source material also mentioned becoming a virtual assistant.
Yeah.
How is that different from freelancing?
Good question. So freelancing often involves specialized skills, right? Like writing, design, programming. Virtual assistants, they provide more general support to businesses or individuals.
Okay.
They're the ultimate multitaskers, handling emails, scheduling, social media, customer service, you name it.
So they're the behind-the-scenes superheroes who keep everything running smoothly.
Exactly. And they can work from anywhere in the world. As long as they have an internet connection, they're good to go.
Right. That flexibility is huge. Okay. Last but not least, the source material mentioned starting a podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that a bit meta, considering we're, doing a podcast right now?
Well, it is kind of funny, right? But it shows you how popular and accessible podcasting has become.
Yeah, totally. I've always loved listening to podcasts, but I've never considered starting my own.
Yeah.
What does it take to launch and monetize a successful podcast?
Well, it all starts with, finding your niche, that special something, and creating high quality content that your audience will love.
Okay.
You got to be passionate about the topic, have something unique to offer, and be consistent with your releases.
So it's similar to blogging in that way.
Yeah, very similar.
You need to find your voice, build a community, provide valuable content on a regular basis.
Absolutely. And monetization usually comes from things like sponsorships, listener donations, maybe premium memberships, or selling your own products or services related to your podcast's theme.
Oh, okay.
Lots of options.
So you could have like a podcast about gardening and partner with companies that sell, gardening tools or seeds.
Yeah, exactly.
Or you could have a premium membership where listeners get access to like bonus content, early releases, or Q&A sessions.
That's a great idea. The key is to build a loyal audience and then find creative ways to, monetize that connection.
This has been an incredible overview of like so many different ways to make money online. It's amazing to see how technology has like empowered individuals to create their own opportunities and build businesses from anywhere in the world.
It really is. It's an exciting time to be an entrepreneur.
But with so many options, it can be overwhelming to know where to start.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm feeling a little overwhelmed myself, to be honest. We've uncovered a treasure trove of ideas, but where do you even begin to sift through all these possibilities and find the perfect fit?
It's like standing in front of a buffet with endless options. It's easy to get decision paralysis. But remember, this deep dive is tailored just for you. So let's break it down strategically.
Okay, let's tackle this buffet strategically. What's the first step?
Start with introspection. What are your skills and passions? What gets you excited to jump out of bed in the morning?
So tap into those things that make you uniquely you.
Exactly. Then think about your lifestyle and goals. Are you envisioning a side hustle for some extra cash, or are you ready to take the leap and build a full-time income stream online?
Right, because some of these paths require more time and dedication than others. It's about finding a sustainable balance.
And don't forget about your risk tolerance. Some ventures like investing come with inherent risks, while others like freelancing are more about putting in the work and building a solid reputation.
So it's not a one-size-fits-all approach.
Right.
It's about finding the path that aligns with your individual circumstances, your skills, your goals, and your comfort level.
Precisely. Once you've narrowed down a few promising options, it's time to roll up your sleeves and do some deep research.
Okay, so we've identified our strengths, considered our goals, and now it's time for the research phase. What does that look like?
Dive deep into those options that sparked your interest. Learn as much as you can about the industry, the competition, the potential challenges. Don't just skim the surface. Really immerse yourself in the details.
I can see how that would be crucial. You don't want to jump into something blindly.
Exactly. And don't underestimate the power of networking. Connect with others who are already doing what you're interested in. Learn from their experiences, their successes, and their failures.
So it's about finding mentors or people who can offer guidance and support as you navigate this new terrain.
Precisely. And don't be afraid to experiment. Start small, test the waters, see what works for you. It's all about learning by doing.
So it's a journey of exploration and discovery. You might not get it right on the first try, but you learn and adapt along the way.
That's the beauty of the online world. It's constantly evolving, and there's always something new to learn.
This deep dive has been incredibly insightful. It's like you've handed us a map and a compass to navigate the vast and exciting world of online income.
Remember, the map is just a guide. You are the explorer. You have the power to choose your own path and create your own success story.
So for anyone listening who's feeling that spark of inspiration, what's the one piece of advice you would give them as they embark on their online income journey?
Believe in yourself and your abilities. Don't be afraid to take that first step. Embrace the challenges, celebrate the wins, and never stop learning. The online world is full of possibilities, but it's your unique skills and passions that will make all the difference.
What a fantastic note to end on. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the world of online money making. It's been an inspiring and empowering conversation.
It's been my pleasure. Remember, the most important investment you can make is in yourself.
And for our listeners, we hope you found this episode informative and motivating. Remember, the key is to find what works for you. Take action and never stop exploring. Until next time, keep diving deep and keep dreaming big.